A kind day to you all, I'm Kinsmark, picking up once again from the place I last left off on the pre-alpha demo of Bevontule. And I think I have actually collected all of the iron, yes, that this man asked for. Confirm. Wow, that was quick. Thanks for your help. Here, take this. I obviously have no need for it. Received an iron sword. Alright. So, I assume that is for Apolith, correct? Soldier's Blade. That does 16, as opposed to this one's 17. Alright. Interesting. Let's carry on then. Because I saw in the last episode that here on the map, there are actually several more, like, area change indicators. Ooh. There we are. For transferring to another, like, cell of the world entirely that I had no idea were even there. So let me actually activate the minimap there and circle around to find some of them. Since, as I said, there are screenshots on this game's page that show areas that I haven't seen yet. And so, also, since I haven't found the Kundalini that I think is the character's mission to find and ostensibly defeat, or at least take to justice, then there is still some amount of content to explore. Alright, so here along the river is this path. Whoa, hey. Alright. As creepy as you are, I am not interested in fighting you. And yes, there's a cell transfer here. Alright. So let's see where this leads. Aha, I think this... Ah, yes, it is! This is the area I saw in some of the screenshots that I thought looked really visually impressive. Alright, so this is a collapsed church of some kind, I assume? Can I explore the interior? I can. Well, oh, hi. He seems edgy. And like he's missing an eye, I think? Hi, sir. How's it going? Alvanian Captain. Captain Gregory said no one's to enter. Captain Gregory's an asshole. Fine. Let's just, Right. The Wolfham's over there. Is there some alternative means of entry? A more... Ooh, jeez. That's a large stone sword in there. More subversive infiltration method, perhaps. 18 pole. Can I just, like, shove my way through that door? No. Alright. I assume that means this particular area just, isn't fit for player exploration in the current version. Alright, that's fine. Ooh, hello. Let's pick you up, because I'm sure someone wants it. And I'm sure I can use that for something. Alright. So, I'm on the coast then. Alright. Interesting. Oh, come on. Again, like, those invisible walls, I think that, so far, is one of my main criticisms of the exploration aspect, is just that I feel like there are certain areas that are fairly arbitrarily confined. Like, why can't I just slide down that? Or, you know, add in a jump control to just hop over it? That's cool. Alright. There is another Gastornis down the way. Alright, let's get a look at this map. Okay, so it looks like it just kind of juts out into a little peninsula, and then that's about it. So maybe I can find my target here? Because again, I have no clue where to find that man. Or woman. Or thing. Or creature. I don't know. I cannot say I am any sort of authority on the lore of this world. Okay. Aha! There's a chest down there. So I can get down there somehow. Alright, is that this little ravine? Yes. So it is. The hell is that? Whoa! Alright! Creepy dragon monster. How are you? I feel like I should probably fight that. Solvent. Okay. Alright, whoa. Keeps popping up and startling me. Let's see here. How's everyone doing? Alright, we're alright. We're not as alright as I'd like if we're gonna fight that thing. So, yeah, let's just heal up. There we go. Alright, he's more or less fine. Alright! Confront the dragon, then. Whatever kind of serpent monster this is. Hi! He isn't attacking me. Oh, it's got, like, the creepy multiple eyes thing. I feel drawn to it. I can't stop moving. So... Oh. Alright, there's a few of them. A couple of them. Okay. Frost. Oh! This is the thing I'm here for. These are the Kundalini. Alright, so I was correct in assuming it was a creature then. Alright! I didn't know this was the climactic confrontation. Play toss. Throw knives at it. Yeah. There we go. Man, that did incredibly little. Okay. Alright, you know what? I think we're just gonna focus on one at a time. So let's gut punch that. Weaken it. There we go. Oh! That does a concerning amount of damage. Alright. Maybe I should have ground a little. Alright then. Oh, jeez. I need to, like, not group together. Because since that thing has its breath weapon ability, it can hit all of us if we're grouped together in a line. Okay, focused rage. Use that because you're about to take a lot of damage, man. Okie dokie. Just keep throwing knives. Alright, down he goes. Jeez. Please don't kill me. The hell are you doing? Alright, Can I fix my friend here? Resurrection serum. Yes, get him up. There we go. Because I need him to debuff. Sweet, alright, so that's just passive, right? Oh, man. Apolith, it's all you, man. Where is it? Can I get me up? Resurrection. On me. There we go. So I can at least throw knives. Oh my god. Items. Heal up. Jeez, I feel like I'm just, like, surviving at this point. I'm not making any progress. And it can slow me. And I think he's on fire. Oh my god. So... I got in so far above my head. Oh, cool. I'm alive again. Alright. Oh! That's because I had invincibility frames. And I, should have ran. Just in turn, man. Just accept it. This foe's beyond any of you. Fly, you fools. Alright. I accept this. This is my fate. So... I think at this point, having explored as much as I have, I can consider this the conclusion of my coverage of the pre-alpha demo of Bevontule. And you know what? I like it. It is handing me my ass on a platter repeatedly. And yet, I'm enjoying it. I can see that a lot of care and polish went into this. It seems like they're actually endeavoring to create a world space that feels a little more natural than some. Because looking around, this doesn't necessarily seem like a contrived area. Like, clearly there are, like, these, you know, crests and ridges and mountains and such that create somewhat, you know, artificial edges of the world space. And yet, when cell transfers are necessary, it doesn't just close in unnaturally. You just, you know, find yourself in a pass and you move on to the next area. So, you know, as far as critique of the world space is concerned, it could probably use a little more color, a little more just content inside of it, just more things to find. Definitely some more character dialogue. Again, I'm hesitant to even, you know, call for the improvements that this needs, because it is in such an early state. I'm sure the developers are well aware of it and have plans of their own for it. It's just from a player unaware of those things. You know, my perspective is just that I like what I'm seeing, I'd just like to see more. So, like, the distant rendering is impressive, the lighting is fairly standard for a Unity engine game. However, in especially that cave, it looked particularly impressive. I like the art style at work, like this character's armor, for instance, is pretty cool, and I like Apolith's as well. The monk looks fairly plain and generic, although that's probably chalked up to the fact that like most monks in fantasy settings are part of like semi like monastic orders, and so they have like you know, plain clothes and things anyway. So that's probably just an affectation of the genre more than it is you know, a fault in the art style. As far as combat is concerned, clearly I need to spend some time leveling and actually fighting things instead of just running from them, which is a common mistake for a lot of new players of RPGs in general. I know this, it's just I wanted to hurry things along so that I could explore and see as much of the world space as I could. Speaking of, it does look as though there's something up that way. Is that just the cave? Yeah, that's just the cave I came from. And there is something down there. That is just the cave. What's in that southwestern corner? I am curious. So as I conclude my thoughts here, I guess I'll head that way. So some of these animations, like if you look at that wolf there, he isn't actually moving as far as distance traversed the same amount as it looks as though his paws are moving, so he's kind of sliding forward. And it looked as though in that opening cutscene, like the main characters were doing the same thing as well. So little things like that could use some iron and polish. Again, though, I recognize those are things that are very likely just placeholders for the moment. And what little text dialogue I've encountered so far is decently well written. It doesn't feel like it's like lame and forced, and it isn't leaning over much upon phonetic spellings. However, it does use it just enough to convey a little of an accent to certain characters, and that is certainly a you know, a charming and welcome addition to it. So there's very little to criticize here. It's just something that I have to go easy on little things, like, you know, a lack of audio, or audio that isn't particularly like impressive, or, you know, like thumpy and weighty in like combat impacts and things, because I'm certain those are pretty low tier concerns as far as development. Like getting the actual steel bracer, getting the actual foundation mechanically squared away is far more of a concern than you know, just little things like audio that are easily adjusted later. And I can't seem to find this last cell transition. Oh, that's because it's that way. It's the area we came from, curiously. Alright, so I think I'll check that out as my last little point of exploration, and then call it an episode. Alright, I've circled around, and that does take a while to cross that distance. So I think this is indeed the cell change. Let's see. I've also taken a moment to... Is there a town? Oh, cool. All right. I've updated my equipment from some of the things that I found. All right. So this is probably the place where some of the people were asking for, like, wood and things. Hello, Morog. I'll have the money for the shipment as soon as it sells. Uh-huh. Alright. I'm getting the feeling that Morag is involved in some sketchy dealings. Hi there, lady. You wouldn't happen to have any thistle, would you? I do indeed. I've got a tea order to fill and my shipment is late. Give 10 thistle. Confirm. Thank you so much. After losing all my clients in Moldshire, I can't afford to lose any more. And got Wellspring Saps. Cool. Thanks again. You're welcome, lady. Hi there, kids. They're actually pretty well animated. Cool. Alrighty. And the sense of scale is pretty spot on for the houses. That's something that a lot of games are not so great about, is that like houses and just structures in general tend to look smaller compared to the characters, as though they weren't actually made for, you know, people of the height of the character model. This actually, though, looks fairly spot on in that regard, so kudos there. Let's see. I didn't realize there was one last, like, area to explore here. Ooh, hello. What is in you? Heavy bracelet. Cool. Hi there, lady. You look like you're ready to, like, play some cards or something. Daniel worries too much about money. We've made it this far. We'll make it through this. So... sounds like these people are from a displaced settlement of some kind. And there's a sword and helmet on the minimap here. Curious. What is this? Oh, it's a shop. Alright, I was wondering why I was collecting money. Alright, interesting. Can I actually, like, trade with you? Guaranteed to dent, pierce, or penetrate any armor sold by my brother. Charming. Alright. So... cool. Interesting. Oh, I can try on? What? Oh, okay, so I assume that's just for comparing stats. Interesting. Alright. So, I assume this is his namesake sibling here. This armor will withstand any and all weapons that my brother is selling. Alright, that's charming. Cool. So... seems like there are actually a fair amount of merchants here. Cool. Alright, so this is potions and such. Interesting. Alright, so this is what Morak was talking about in the introductory cutscene to, like, head home and resupply. Since that's the area of the map that they had just come from, that's what he was talking about. Alright, so it looks like that's pretty much it as far as stuff on the map. Is this an inn or something over here? Because if it is, maybe I'll just lay down for a nice rest to close this all out. Hello, Mum. How's it going? Justine. Not wanting to walk home again, Morak. You know the fee. 80 pole. Stay at the inn. And recover. Confirm, because we're all still at 1 HP from attempting to confront the Kundalini. Alright then. So on that charming note, I'm going to call it here and say I have thoroughly enjoyed checking out the pre-alpha demo of Bevontule. I hope it does well. I hope it catches enough funding if it needs it. I don't know. I'll investigate in post and put in the captions if there's any sort of like Kickstarter or GoFundMe, or just include the links in the description for the game's official page, as well as whatever download outlets it's available at, because I'm impressed enough with this that I'd love for it to accrue the sort of attention that it deserves, such that there is a community awaiting it at launch, and it doesn't just fall through the cracks and get ignored. Because I can tell a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of effort went into this, and it deserves recognition for that, and hopefully the developers deserve to, you know, make enough off of it to continue making other things, and to perhaps, you know, release like extra content for this or something later. I don't know. It's just clearly there is talent at work here that deserves recognition and reward, so I hope it receives it. So, thank you all kindly for watching. I am Kundmark here at Lesson Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming, and Godspeed. What in the world is that? Is that my ultimate? Yeah, that's an ulti! Alright, I can call down meteors from the non-existent sky. It's magic, who cares?